Maybe you already
He's
in.
gonna be Arabia. What do you think?
Yeah, Arabia and Spanish War. So man, maybe that plays into TaToH's hands and he can just go trash or something. No, wouldn't surprise him to. Wouldn't surprise me to see him do like Man at Arms Towers with Spanish or something.
Hmm. I, I don't like Viper's base. If you take a look, too many heals around his town center. If he gets rushed, it would be a nice idea for TaToH. On the other side, though, TaToH has front gold and front stone, but he has one on the back from each, on the back as well. Looks good for him. Not a hard wall map, so it does look like a better map for TaToH on the beginning of the game. Viper has a really open map, especially on the right side of his town center. He's gonna have a hard time, especially trying to deal with those seals. If the game gets to, for example, Conquistadors on TaToH, those Conquistadors can be deadly on hills. Like, I think two of them on a hill can kill a single villager, so it's really tricky. But as you said, they might Tor push or Man at Arms or something like that, especially because it's Spanish War. I like to play more safe when I'm Spanish, like maybe Trush or Go Scouts. I even sometimes do Archer and Skirmishers, depending on the how easy your map and how the enemy map is, right?
Yep. And
It's a
so
good thing to actually play a mirror civ. If you were playing Spanish and the other guy has a better civilization, then it's tricky because you don't want to do a lot of archers, since if they go to TaToH with you, you're gonna have hard time dealing with crossbows. Oh,
the
he
restart.
restarted.
Yeah. I'm looking at TaToH with two forward boars as well. I was thinking like Viper could do something crazy and go double boar steal.
Oh, he restarted because he didn't found the ship there, or ship missing.
Yep.
But damn, that was not nice for him. He had a way better map than Vipers. I need to get some water. I'm sick, so we're
Yeah, no,
back.
no problem, man. See you in a bit. Isaac getting destroyed in the chat. Is there migration map in this series? No, there isn't. Maybe you saw Vinchester's game yesterday versus Fire. The mega random map looked like migration, but it was actually mega random. Applause for TaToH. Seems people are pretty excited that he took the island game. Is that free age? Yes, it is T90. Let's just click launch now. So we've got about 60 seconds to get into the game. The reason we did Castle H start and Mega Random was just because keeping that was what Masters of Mega Random was. It's very different to a Dark Age start. So it seemed fairer to TaToH to make him play closer to the settings of his actual tournament. But we chose to do Conquest Victory rather than Standard Victory. Chat off. So let's take a look at the maps this time. We're going to have a restart of what we just saw. So Spanish War once again. Viper with quite a lot of nice back gold, but his wood lines are extremely far forward. Got hills behind them, and pretty much no wood behind his base. There's one small stand of kind of oak trees behind, but there's almost nothing else. Those two oases completely destroying his back wood line. So Viper's going to have this like tension between trying to push forward to take control of wood on the map and trying to protect his goals that are kind of behind him. Stones, where are they? Two forward stones as well, which would give TaToH a really good chance to actually take him off stone if he comes does any kind of trush or forward, as we were discussing. That the crazy TaToH might opt for in the last game. Yeah, TaToH's map, although it's terribly open across the front, does suffer from 2 forward stones and 2 forward boars. He goes aggressive, kind of takes care of the stone problem for a bit, goes forward, and does have reasonable wood in the back, along with a really nice back gold that he can protect very well. So I think TaToH doing okay with the restart here. TaToH favoured his map a great deal over TaToH's over Viper's last time, so will be interesting to hear his verdict when he comes back to see if TaToH's chances have increased with this restart, what he thinks about that.
Hey, I'm back.
Hey man, what do you think of the maps? Like, do you think TaToH's got a better deal this time, or do you think Viper's doing better now?
Oh boy, it looks a really open map now for both players actually. I like this map more, to be honest. It looks like a more interesting game like the last one, because both players can't really wow so easily. But it does look better for Viper since he has 2 golds on the back. Town center really close to the wood really close to the town center. Still some heals at the right side of his town center, but way better map now for him. Oh, TaToH needs to be careful, especially with that gold. But with some walling, he's gonna be okay. Well, it's now it's a more even map for both players.
You see TaToH hiding his sheep on that cliff in the middle because Viper was near there. Like, he sent his sheep away from him and managed to completely miss Viper's scat. It was pretty funny.
I just realized that TaToH doesn't have one stone on the back, so that's not good for him. If he gets to TaToH, might be a problem. Yeah. Viper doesn't as well. He has one on the south of his town center. The gold looks good for both players, but the stone doesn't look so great for both. It's gonna be an interesting game, I guess. I'm just curious to see what both players are doing, because Viper has 3 on Lumberjack, and same has TaToH, so it doesn't look like they're gonna rush. What would you think they would do? Like probably Manatarm, Scouts? I would say they're both going Scouts because of the map being so open, but what would you guess if you could?
I think if they scout it and both see each other's forward stones, I think at least one of them would be thinking that Manatarms and Towers would be a nice play here. That was my kind of reaction to what I thought TaToH might do previously, before we even saw the maps, and we just thought, oh, they're playing Spanish. And I still kind of feel like that's the kind of thing he'd go for. And I think, like, if I had this map, then that's what I would think. But probably for TaToH, I would anyway.
Oh, interesting. TaToH is actually gonna take stone. Yeah. Doesn't look like he's gonna turn. Oh, he will. Okay, turn rush. Nice, interesting.
21 population for both. Viper 10 seconds
Problem is,
there.
As you said, I think Viper might do some malicious now. Oh yeah, he's gonna do some malicious. He's taking gold there with that villager. Maybe he's probably thinking that will do something like that. And if he does the malicious and the Manatarms eventually, that's gonna be really bad for TaToH. Well, let's see what's gonna happen. Those villagers look deadly. Oh yeah, Viper's still taking stone as well himself. Oh, if Viper see that those guys, it's gonna be really bad, and that's exactly what's gonna happen, I guess. Oh, such a nice, wow, map hack.
Yeah, we've heard people talking about Viper map hacks a lot lately. He's seen so many good maps in tournaments for him, especially the Champions League recently. Just checking TaToH's barracks, see if he's doing anything from there. He's going to put the first tower right next to the barracks. Spearman.
Oh, that's not good for TaToH. He needs to retreat. There's no way he can deal with that, especially because Manatarms will be there now. Yeah, he needs to GP desperately. He can't deal with those Manatarms and villagers at the same time. And both players have a mass as an economy. mana terms are coming. Don't really like where he built his tower though.
Yeah, it feels like he just decided to put one down anywhere just to try and kind of establish some kind of foothold in Viper's base where he can start to build some more.
True.
Otherwise, he was just running away with villagers and he'd probably get chased all the way home.
Well, let's see. 6 villagers on that tower. He desperately needs to finish it before Viper, and I think that's gonna happen. And the good thing is it's on the hill, so it has advantage over that up one tower.
I think towers, like, they don't get hill bonus attack against each other. I don't know if it counts for garrison towers, but I think normal towers don't get any bonus against each other. It's like just some sort of weird quirk of the game. Chat always loves talking about this. Yeah, like, it's just something weird about towers don't get hill advantage against each other.
But
Chat will correct us now.
Villagers, right?
Yeah, I think they do against the villagers, but just not against each other, like tower versus tower.
Yeah, I knew that, but I still like to do it on the hill because if you're facing the other tower and it's on the hill, they kill the villager pretty fast, which is always nice.
I think it's kind of important that TaToH is trying to go around the south now, because without doing that, he was never going to control any of Viper's resources. Like, Viper's already kind of sort of walled him out partially in the north as well. TaToH needs to try and get up a tower to the southwest of Viper's base to just try and control Viper in some way.
Oh, he saw that tower coming.
Yeah, he did town watch just before.
He's not gonna be able to get that villager.
Monday?
Oh, he will. No, he won't. Nice sneaker from Viper there. Oh, this is a mess of a game. It's funny.
¿Sí?
Oh, it's gonna be surrounding towers on Viper's base, yeah.
¿Servidora?
And it's funny because neither of the players are doing any towers, it's just villagers and towers. I wonder what Viper is actually doing. He's not making many towers. Oh, he's still doing many towers. He has a lot of villagers on stone, but doesn't have many stone.
I was just about to say, like, you need one tower by that mill, which is where he's doing it right now. And I thought TaToH was going to beat him to it, and then it came up and it was an outpost. And I was like, oh. That's really helpful for Viper, because otherwise I think TaToH would have beat him there. And that would have taken away like 4 farms as well, possibly, or at least 3, which would have had an impact on banking up food for Castle Age, although that's a long way off for both players still.
Sí. Presto. Presta.
Viper trying to finish the walls in the north as well, make sure TaToH doesn't creep in.
Yeah, if TaToH makes a tower right next to that wood from Viper, that would be really good. Especially if he had oh, he's actually taking a villager there. That's nice. If he makes the +1, he's gonna deny that those villagers from taking the tower. From taking the wood, sorry. Let's see if he's gonna be able to finish that. Because Viper has town watch, so he sees that tower, you know.
And in Viper's base, like, TaToH's trying to get into another tower that would deny a lot of farms. Viper's had to delete a house to get a lot of extra villagers around to finish it. And
oh, but he's not gonna be able to finish that. Oh, he will? Oh, he will, okay. Oh, that was really nice. He's making a huge damage on Viper's base.
Yeah.
It's pretty good for TaToH.
That tower
is it best of 5 or something?
All 4 games played, so we'll see one more after this.
Okay. Does look better for TaToH now. Look at that. He's gonna fish in that tower. Viper just saw it now. He's gonna retreat and then move the lumber camp to another place. but still a big damage because he can't really afford making many lumber camps. He needs to invest on farm now because I think TaToH has a better situation. Since if you take a look, his top, he has no damage on his base.
Yeah. That one tower that TaToH got up by the mill is so important because it took away about 5 farms for quite a long time. Like, only now is Viper going to be able to send out villagers to go and work on them for a bit.
Yep. He took so much stone that he has to move away those villagers. That's crazy. And he's not far away from TaToH. I wonder if he's actually gonna go for Conquerors or something like that.
Yeah. When TaToH built that tower, Viper had like 450 food and TaToH 350, and now Viper's 579, and TaToH's literally just got to sell a tiny bit of stone and he goes up. It's leapfrogged him as a result of that.
Yeah. You know what I like to do when I'm playing and doing tower push or something like that? Go to TaToH and upgrade the towers. Really, really important. Really, really strong. If the enemy tries to kill the towers with Magnos, the keeps kill the Magnos really fast, especially on the hill. So it's always good.
Yeah. I remember reading that on AOC's own light, and it was Melkor that said it, and it kind of stuck with me that he just said that the main reason to do guard tower, like one of the only real uses for it, is to keep your towers there for longer. If you've got them in a good position, you want them to stay there, make them more durable.
Yeah.
And so many of Viper's villagers are just now like wandering around building extra towers in the south on that wood line, trying to batter down TaToH's tower. Like 10 villagers doing nothing and spending an extra 125 stone just to try and get onto wood. Like, if you said TaToH was annoying in the last game, like this game perhaps even more, and he's going to be first to cast stage, getting scale barding armor on the way. Got quite a lot of villagers on gold. I don't know if he's built the stables, like, do you see them? Oh yeah, one forward stable, second one going to be produced. And Viper's going to have knights in his eco sooner than he's ready for it, I think.
And he has nice economy. He has 400 gold to make some knights, and the good thing about knights from Spanish is you don't have to spend gold upgrading them. But he's not going to do the keeps, which is a shame. Although it's okay, he doesn't have many of them as well. We're gonna see a siege workshop or something like that from him. Lines and knights.
I think ultimately, like, he'd have had to rebalance his economy just to get guard tower, because if he wants to do knights, then he's going to need a lot of food and gold. And like, he didn't have that many villagers on wood, so getting university and power upgrade, he'd have had to weaken his knight push just to get guard tower.
Yeah. Also, on the late casto, if Viper doesn't die from this push, he's gonna have advantage because he's gonna make the casto, and the conquistadors on this kind of map are so strong. There's no way TaToH can actually wall his map. And look at that, the casto is going up, and TaToH will not be able to deny from it.
Yeah, but one night made Viper run 10 or 15 food and gold villages away from the west part of his base. That castle's going to go up for Viper in that area, but it's only protecting like the wood and some stone. And meanwhile, Viper just is going to be off gold to make monks, except for like selling stone at the market. And that wood line is a mess. He's doing really well here.
Oh, nice shoot-down center from TaToH. Now he's gonna invest on his economy. Well, let's see. Now Viper is gonna actually do some damage with Conquistadors. Finally, he's gonna start playing aggressive now. Let's try to kill as many villagers as he can. As he knows that TaToH has that advantage. His economy is untouched. okay monastery from TaToH. He knows that conquistors will come to his base eventually. Problem is his wood. Not a good map for him, so he needs to be careful with those conquistors. It's always annoying to play against conquistors, Spanish men.
Sí.
I almost lost some games to, especially Chinese guys. They like to do that a lot. Even though you have like a huge advantage, they do those castles and start doing conquistors and killing your villagers. Just a little bit of micro. It's really annoying to deal with it.
Servidor.
Got really confused then because 2 conquistadors one-shotted a villager, but it must have been damaged anyway.
What the hell? The monk didn't convert the conquistor.
If he gets more luck this time with the conversion.
Oh, that's
no.
not good. He's losing too many monks now. I'm telling you, man, those conquistors are really annoying.
Yeah, it's a perfect demonstration of what you were talking about. Slowly Viper's removing those towers from his map, doing more resources, and now coming forward with like 6 more villagers. You have the
Yeah,
scope
making
for
that
another.
town center there.
Just the town center. I was going to say, to be crazy castle drop. If he was just going to walk forward and plonk it on TaToH's base.
TaToH is not doing a nice job there. He's losing too many monks. He already lost 3, and that's 300 monks. That's something they need to worry about.
Viper misplaying though, leaving those conquistadors stand ground next to the TC and loses 2.
Sorry. Okay, he can make a house in castle. I mean, I wonder where he's gonna put it.
Maybe it would be good to put it like right next to the lumber camp and the mining camp in the middle, just to protect like loads of eco at once.
Yeah.
Because that's basically the spot that's killing him right now. And when the conquistadors go and stand there.
See if now Viper is getting back to the game. Investing a lot of his economy. Just taking a lot of TaToH's villagers as well.
Crazy because TaToH got like 3 TCs before Viper even built his second one. He's now got a 4th, and TaToH's only 4 villages ahead, and his economy's a mess. He's building the castle, sort of close to where we said, but he had 1,000 wood and 1,000 stone almost banked up as a result of all that raiding. Viper, meanwhile, has got like 1.2k gold, and neither player having much food. Finally, the monk's doing work for TaToH now, getting a couple of conversions. And that should...
Oh, he's so close to improve H now, Viper. Look at that. So might take any minute because he bought a lot of food. Yeah, it does look way better for Viper now.
TaToH losing like another 5 villagers there forwards, just mining Viper's stone. But actually that's quite nice, like he's mined all of Viper's second stone, almost.
I would have played it differently than TaToH this game. On the beginning of the cast, I wouldn't have done the stables because you would imagine Viper would go for Castle and Conquistor since he was still taking a lot of stone, right? So those 2 stables were kind of a waste of economy, like almost 400 wood wasted. Maybe I would do a university and keeps and still try to deal damage with keeps, mangonels and monastery. Play really aggressive because you don't want conquistors coming from your base, you know? Or you could either just invest faster on the economy and then later on deal with those conquistors, but then I wouldn't spend the wood on those stables. Because you see, he did like, I don't know, 3 nights and that's it from the whole game. Now, and Viper is already And a huge advantage now, finishing Pro Age. And he's actually gonna go for monks and conquistors. Interesting.
Yeah, it's just really smart because he's just already anticipating how TaToH's going to have to try and deal with his own push. TaToH's going to click
Here we go.
now. 3 minutes until he's on even footing. That's not good for TaToH running in, losing that couple of conversions, couple of going down. The problem is that with that block printing I've had to kick in as well, like TaToH's going to have to keep so far away from Viper and just like give up so much of the edge of his base.
And this combo is so hard to deal with it. Monks and conquistors, really annoying. Especially because Spanish has the redemption, so even if you do like rams and stuff like that, you can easily convert them.
Yeah, and Viper already getting the head start with the rams as well. Forward Siege Workshops is going to have cat ram first. Really tough.
I really don't see a way out for TaToH this game. He's gonna do barracks, so he's going for halberdiers, rams and halberdiers apparently. Now Viper has such a huge economy now.
It's just crazy because we were saying like TaToH's seemed to be in the better position at the start of Castle Age, and you were saying like, oh, I almost lost some games because of just some random conquistador raiding, and it's so annoying to deal with. And actually, the fact that those conks are in his gold and his farms for so long just completely caused him to lose all momentum and handed it to Viper. Insane.
Because if the enemy gets like, I don't know, 6 to 10 conquistors, it's really hard to stop. Even if you do some monks, it's hard to stop. And adding the fact that he has a really open map is even more hard or difficult, you know?
Yeah.
So I would say this is this game. Let's see, TaToH is still trying to do some damage on Viper's base there with those conquistors. But you see siege rams now. How can you stop that?
Supremacy. It's just gonna build rush it all.
Yeah.
It's not seeing a way back, like 13 military. He'd need a massive group of halberdiers to deal with this now, and even then Viper's got like 20 monks. He'll eventually convert a lot of those.
But that's the GG, there's no way. He's gonna lose that castle and he has no army left. Even no more houses to actually build something.
Conquistador for Viper. It's gotta be the nail in the coffin if it wasn't there already. So many builds. I think TaToH's just having fun now, just before he calls GG.
Supremacy reminds me so much of the game of knowledge, Conquerors mythology, you know? I used to play with that civilization, the Nordics, where you had Ragnarok, but
yeah, I'm not familiar with Age of Mythology at all, but maybe you can explain it to viewers. I'm sure some people have played it.
it's a unique technology from the Nordics where, if I'm not mistaken, all your villagers will turn up to warriors. So it would be a really game-changing factor. It's really fun to play with it.
Can you imagine if Supremacy gave the villagers like auto-targeting so they actually attack people?
Or military formation, nice as well. TaToH would be actually a really nice strategy going villagers rush or something with Spanish. The only problem is dealing with each one of them trying to attack the others. But they are strong as hell.
The TaToH's had his fun fighting with Spanish villagers. Yeah, calling the GG, so Conquistadors swinging in the game, pretty much we have to say. And
Yeah.
you are suggesting the reason why TaToH probably surrendered all his momentum there was just because he went with knights that were kind of easily countered and perhaps would have been better at investing into some tower upgrades and maybe some siege.
Yeah, because that's the thing. If you take a look, when they both clicked it to TaToH, TaToH clicked it way earlier, right? And he had the advantage because he was the one being aggressive and touching Viper economy all game long, right? But the thing is, he decided not to still take stone, keep taking stone. So he said, okay, I'm gonna do something else, not gonna do conquistors, and that's dangerous, especially on these kind of maps where it is really open. So you either have to be really, really aggressive, or you either have to invest a lot on your economy since the beginning of the TaToH. But he didn't do any of these. He tried to do both at the same time. He did 2 stables and still tried to make 2 town centers, and then he had no economy to do anything. He did 3 knights. He saw that, okay, maybe it was a mistake because I did bloodlines, I did defense upgrade if I'm not mistaken, but he has too many villagers, too many towers, and now he has a castle, and that's a problem. I have to deal with it, right? So he tried to do a monastery later on, but that time was just too late because 3 conquistors can easily kill a monk if not well microed. So he lost like 3 monks from the beginning of that. For those 3 conquistors, only 3 conquistors killed 3 monks, and that's really something really bad. Because 300 gold is a big difference on the start of the TaToH, right? So I guess he just did some bad moves, bad mistakes. He had a huge advantage. He played amazing since the TaToH, but after that it was just too many mistakes, each one after the one. So maybe that's why, in my opinion, that's why he lost the game.
Yeah, I feel like maybe if he'd got 3 conversions with those 3 monks instead of losing them, so they'd had 3 conquistadors and 3 monks to defend with, and that could have made such a difference because Viper would have had to come back with so many more conquistadors instead of just coming back with like another 2 or 3 or 4, that being enough to just destroy TaToH's economy with. Like where instead of raiding freely, he'd have been faced with those 3 converted conquistadors from TaToH, like running after him, and then the monks would arrive on the scene behind them, and he would have been able to defend possibly.